YouTube. It is Thursday morning. I don't even know what the date is. Anyway, it's Thursday morning. Day 11 of the quality drivers, and yes, I'm counting the weekends too. So, day 11 of the quality drivers program. And I'm on my way, driving through the heavy construction. On my way over to the school to possibly get to drive on the road today, and I'm supposed to be getting moved to the intermediate level on the range, so that's some good news. I'm happy, excited for that. Kind of tired this morning. I didn't sleep all that great last night. These beds in this hotel are just like sleeping on bricks, but wanted to show you guys something here, so give me just a second. I'm going to flip this around and show you. I'm about to roll over to 198,000 miles on my little Dodge Dakota. Look at that. 198,000 miles. So, I'll try and give you guys an update tonight. This video probably won't go up till tonight because I can't upload it till I get back to Wi-Fi. So, 73s, guys. What's going on, YouTube? It is Thursday evening on the 18th, and this is coming to you pre-recorded from the hotel room. Today I got to drive on the road for the first time. Got 1 hour of driving on the road. It was a nice experience. It was good to find out what I need to work on, the skills I need to hone. Found out that you can no longer float the gears to shift for the road test from the state of Indiana. So you have to be able to double clutch all your gears, which I can do just fine. Going up, going down, that's going to take some work. Because in my mind, as I'm looking at what's coming towards me as I'm moving down the road, my mind is instantly thinking, I need to stop. I need to begin stopping this vehicle. And even though I drive a manual transmission truck and I use the transmission to slow down in my little pickup truck, it's not geared like a big truck. So, yeah, I can go from fourth to third, but I don't lose all the speed that I would otherwise lose if I had, 10 gears. So, that's going to take some work to get used to double clutching, the clutch, neutral, rev, clutch, shift thing. That's going to take some work because I'm not wanting to rev, I'm wanting to brake. And obviously I got to get beyond that. But other than that, that was probably the worst thing I did. Probably the second worst thing I did was 2 or 3 times I tried to turn way too early for a turn, and I would have ended up on the curb if I had done it, which I didn't. I was able to save it because I just, brought the wheel back and went straight out and then cut it, so I managed to miss all the curbs and the medians and all that, so that was good. I was complimented for that. The third main issue that I had was remembering to stop short of the white line so you can still see at an intersection that white line out in front of the truck. You have to be able to see that to pass the test. That's one of the requirements. I know no one does it, but it's put on your 16-year-old hat and go back to driver's ed and start driving like that for a while. So I practiced that in my pickup truck as I was running around this evening. making sure I stopped at the stop sign if there's no line, or before the white line so that you could still see it out in front of the vehicle if I was at a intersection that had one. So it wasn't bad. I was really upset or frustrated with myself that I couldn't quite get the complete gist of downshifting. I did do it a few times, properly. I should say properly. A few times properly. I was several times capable of floating into other gears, getting it down. But you can't do that for the test. I could do it all day long once I'm a driver on the road, but for whatever reason, they don't want you doing it on the test. I even got in trouble because I was floating going up a couple of times. But yeah, he caught me, I can't even tell you, probably 5 or 6 times floating it, trying to downshift. I wasn't doing it intentionally. I was monkeying with the clutch and the gas pedal trying to get the revs right so that the thing would shift. You know, where if you're going to float the gears, you pop it into neutral, you know, you get the tension off the transmission, you pop it into neutral, you rev up a little bit, and you pop it in the next gear. But I don't know why throwing in the clutch in that mix just doesn't want to work in my mind. But anyway, we'll get there. Also got to go on the range again today, and I sucked big butt. It was bad, really bad. I shouldn't beat up myself that hard, but I was really frustrated with myself for doing that badly after doing so great yesterday. Yesterday, I offset and parallel parked using only one pull-up for the whole thing. One pull-up for the whole thing was in the box. Pulled up, I got backed into the offset. I pulled all the way up. I did my parallel park. I was just a little outside the line. I got out, I met with the instructor real quick. He said, go ahead and straighten it up in the box and you'll be good. He said, how many pull-ups did you use? I said, none. He said, perfect. Straighten it up in the box. Use one of those pull-ups, get it inside the box, and you're good. I did that. I used one pull-up and got it squared up in the box. Didn't hit any cones, wasn't outside the lines. Did it perfect yesterday. Today, the first time I tried to offset, I kept letting the trailer drift off to the left, so I had to keep pulling up. I must have pulled up 6 times, and I'd get it squared up, but I'd start backing up again, and the trailer would start to drift to the left again, and I would try to correct it, but I wouldn't stay in my correction long enough to get it going the other direction. So then trying to parallel park, I don't even talk about that. That was just, I got it in the box both of my attempts, but I hit cones, I was outside the lines at one point, it was just not pretty. So I beat myself up earlier. I'm not going to do it again now. Tomorrow I'm going to do it right. Tomorrow I'll get it. I will say this, the temperature about the time that I did it was around 94 degrees with a 105 degree heat index. Not making excuses, because there's no excuse, because if I'm out on the road and my AC goes down and I have to get that trailer into an offset back at the dock, I got to be able to do it, and that's all there is to it. I can't say, oh, well, the heat's just so bad and I have no AC. I have to be able to handle it. I know I'm in school. I know that's what I'm there to learn. My goal is to hit it right every time, and I mean, I recognize that it's not always possible. Everybody's got to have an off day. Today was my off day. And what really frustrated me was that same truck I drove on Monday. Yesterday I drove a different truck. On Monday I drove that same truck, and I was going into high range, reverse, and backing that trailer up, hauling ass in a straight line back, and kept it perfectly centered between all the cones. There was 3 other students riding in the truck with me. And they were like, oh, you make this look so easy, you make this look so easy. And I was like, I can't help it. I've backed a million different trailers a million different ways. And then I went out there yesterday and I killed the offset. I mean, it was one of my co-students or whatever, classmates, that's the word I was looking for. One of my classmates was like, man, you made that look so easy. That's just sick. And I'm like, well, I'll try and suck tomorrow. Well, apparently I did because it was bad. It was the road. I don't know if it's the road got me so upset because I was struggling so hard to downshift, or if it was, I don't know. Not gonna make excuses. I'm just gonna get my focus back, and I'm gonna get my butt out there tomorrow and do what needs to be done. So, yeah. Can't think of anything else to tell you guys right off the top of my head. So, instead of letting you listen to the commercials and whatever's on the TV over there, I'm gonna say 7:3 for tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I probably won't post anything tomorrow until, actually it probably won't be till Saturday, because I'm going to be taken off out of here tomorrow right after school. I'll probably make a video on my drive on the way home, and then I'll upload that when I get home, so I got some Wi-Fi. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.